I got the front two windows on my truck and the windshield done, and it was $240. That's just two windows in the windshield.
Yeah.
This is like 20 windows.
It's like a house. I'd give them away, but my wife won't let me. When we first moved here, I know this is kind of off subject. Okay, let's take a field trip to the back, shall we? But yeah, first fill up. We decided to take her out on the highway. It's our first time out on the highway.
No speed wobbles.
No speed, that's good.
Didn't feel unsafe.
Didn't feel unsafe.
Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. I know, man, passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way.
Hello everybody. I'm trying to whisper. Because everybody's still asleep, but of course Jeff and I are up because this is just what we do. It's 7 though, but it seems so early still. I'm about to go on my walk, but Jeff got up and is like down here looking up parts for Vancilla here. What are you doing?
Yeah, well, we have this key.
Yeah.
Right? It has the buttons built into it. Now you have the other key that's the newer one.
Right.
Buttons aren't all wore down like this one. This is the original one. This is the actual Ford one. But I was looking and when I look up 2019 Ford Transit van, they have this type of key, which is a bit more modern.
Cool.
Oh, can you?
It's a glare. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah. It's a bit more modern. It still has the unlock, the rear cargo area unlock, that's different.
Yeah, that's nice.
I didn't know. So when you hit that button, it unlocks the back doors and the side door, but the front doors stay locked. It's different. And the panic button. The difference with this one, the key doesn't stick out the end. Like you hit this little button in the corner and it flips out like a switchblade.
Oh, wow.
Some of the Fords had that, and it says 2019 to 2020. There's a 19, but I don't know if it's compatible with, to replace this. But that would be cool because this is awkward in your pocket. Yeah.
I'm used to it. I had my old key. I had like an old key.
I know, but
like an original
the
key.
end of it is so big. I don't know.
Okay, well.
That's just a little more compact.
All right. He's very concerned. I'm going to let him do his thing. This is his thing. He likes car stuff, so.
Yep, I already looked up radios. Did you get my concept for the A-Team van?
Yes.
Painted black, red stripe.
I seen that. Yeah.
Red and black wheels.
Yes, I seen.
Right.
I'll show a picture.
Maybe that's a bit extreme.
It's a bit extreme.
You should think about it.
Okay, I'll try to think about it.
But yeah, I'm going to call around today and get quotes for window tint.
Yeah, that's something I know for sure I really want.
How in the world? Yeah. First off, in Florida, how can you have no window?
The UV rays are out of this world down here.
I see people driving around with no window tint. I'm like, what are you doing? But that van, there's like 40 feet of glass in it.
Yeah.
And none of it's tinted. Something has to be done.
Something has to be done. So I actually agree with that. I'm in agreement. So
now I'm a little nervous at what the cost is going to be.
Yes. I'm thinking 500, and that's astronomical to me.
I got the front two windows on my truck and the windshield done, and it was $240. That's just two windows in the windshield.
Yeah.
This is like 20 windows.
It's like a house. It's like we're doing a house there. So I forgot to show you guys when we went because it's kind of funny, but the car place that we went to, I'm going to show you guys, and their slogan really cracks me up.
It's a small local dealer.
It's a small local dealer.
And I told the guys there because they were awesome.
Yeah.
Highly recommend if you're in the area.
Yeah.
Check out Gene Gorman's. But a lot of times...
His slogan, I'd give them away, but my wife won't let me.
Yeah, ever since we moved here, I saw it.
It's hilarious. I know. It's a little hilarious.
It's a little corny, but it's funny.
No, but the guys there are so
But he
nice.
has it on the roof of the building. Like, it's the whole length of the building. He has his slogan on there. But I told the guys there, they made the process so easy for us.
They did,
and they were awesome. And oftentimes those small dealers, they really get a bad rap.
Yeah.
And we had the total opposite experience there.
They weren't
fantastic.
pushy. They didn't push us. They were like very easygoing, you know,
Yeah.
just let us do our thing. And that was very
And that
nice.
was the one thing the guy told me. He said, I'd rather let you talk yourself into a car than me try to talk you into something you don't need.
Right.
So they were great.
They were great.
And I'd totally go back there again.
If you're in the area. All right. So Jeff called around.
Yeah, I called a few different tint shops around the area.
Yeah.
One was significantly
Lower.
and it turns out I don't know the guy, but
Yeah.
the caller ID has my company's name on it, and he goes, "Hey, do you work there?" I'm like, "Yeah," and he has a friend who works there that I'm good friends with, so I think he gave me a good deal.
Yes.
So yeah, we're gonna go drop this thing off to get tinted because
tinted
it
windows.
is an absolute fishbowl.
You can see the kids
driving.
in there.
Yeah,
You can see all the way back. They already got handprints on the windows. Oh my god.
they're gonna clean them real good before they put the tint on.
But yeah, I can't wait.
I can't do it. I can't drive a vehicle
No.
with no tint on it. It's just not happening.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
We actually had to leave my car there overnight, which we've never had to do that.
At a tint shop?
At a tint
What?
shop,
But I mean,
what?
the thing's huge. But I guess what happened, another car came in. It was like a little Audi or something. And the guy's like, I can just whip that out real quick. Well, then he had a problem with that car. The back window was like really difficult. So it put him way behind. He said we could come pick it up last night, but we couldn't make it down there. So
It was like 7, 8 o'clock. He was like, you come pick it up. It's like, nah. You know, with kids, you know, no, I'm not leaving the house.
Yeah.
So
So I'm supposed to be on my way to the office, but I can't leave you with no car. So we're going to go pick that up, and then I'm just going to work from home today.
well, it's like by the time he'd get home, and then because he wouldn't get home till almost 6.
If I'm not going to start my day there, then it's not worth going. I've always said that. There's other guys that I work with. They'll go like midday, but they live a lot closer.
Yeah.
So, no.
When we first moved here, I know this is kind of off subject. When we first moved here, we chose the area that we live in because, you know, it's kind of an up and coming area. The properties were a bit cheaper. The houses were more like in a better price range as compared to
Bigger
Sarasota.
yards.
Bigger yards. I mean,
Really good schools.
Really good schools.
That was the biggest thing for us. That's why we chose Northport.
But the traffic, so for him, it was only 30 minutes to get to work from where we are, which is really good. But now, as everything's just kind of blowing up down here, like more and more people are moving here, it's taking him longer and longer. I've noticed that sometimes it's an hour and a half. It can be. Almost every day there's an accident out on that highway. Anyways.
But pretty typical for me now is about 45 minutes. Sometimes it can be an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Depending. It could be even longer than that because the highway is really the only way to get there.
It is the only way. But anyways, that's why I'm happy when he does get to stay home, because then we don't have to worry about that. And he's there. So at 5 o'clock, he's home and he can eat dinner with us, you know, instead of 6:30 at night, you know.
Yeah. Our area has just blown up exponentially since we moved
Crazy.
here.
I mean, look at this right now. Like, they're having to add in more sewer systems through here because it's just not enough. I mean, it's nuts.
I think when we first moved here, there was like 60,000 people.
Yeah.
Now we're at 100,000.
It's yeah. So
we've been here 8 years.
to get to our town center, it's at least 30 minutes when it used to be only 10-15 minutes, you know. So I don't know, but they're trying to fix that. They're making the roads bigger. They're trying their best. But anyways, that was kind of off subject, but we're on our way to get my car. So I just got back from picking it up, and the difference, so much better. I'll show you guys the outside, but it's you definitely can't see in here anymore. And it's not so dark that at night I'll still be able to see perfectly fine out the window, so that way I can merge properly and stuff. Because I was nervous about that. I was like, I don't want it too dark, because I still need to be able to see, especially at night. So, but I took it back over to the car wash because the outside had like bubbles and stuff on it from them squeegeeing and cleaning the windows and stuff. So, but I took it back over to the car wash. I vacuumed it out, and let me tell you, that was the first time I vacuumed it out. I swear it needs like a regular vacuum to vacuum this thing, because that's how big it is. So I have to invest in like a bigger vacuum for it. But I got some wipes, and I'm actually going to wipe off the dashboard because it was a little bit dirty when we first got it. So that's kind of bothering me. So I'm going to wipe off the dashboard, finish sprucing it up. I got some scenty things for the vents and all that, so that way it smells pretty. And she's ready to go. She's ready to tote this family around. I really like the fact that I can literally like come up here. This would have been so much more easier when the kids were little. I tell you, I could have got up, I could have easily parked, I could have got up, I could have fed them their bottles, you know what I mean? I could have fed them, I could have changed their diapers. So much more easier in something like this. But like I said, I'm just so thankful that I was able to get one now. I'm so happy with this purchase. I'm forever thankful that my husband was able to get this for me. All kinds of little pockets. Like, I don't even know what I would really put in these pockets. I guess like a quarter for Aldi. I don't really know what I put in the little pockets. Get a workout just wiping the dashboard off. Okay, let's take a field trip to the back, shall we? So there's the front. That's like a normal car. And then we're just gonna get in here and head on to the back. Well, we're almost there. Okay, here's the back row. There we go. We made it. It's really not too bad back here. Would I personally want to sit in the very, very back? No, not particularly, especially on like a long trip. I don't know if I'd want to. The kids don't care. I think they're more than excited. They could literally take a pillow, a blanket, and like chill out. Each one of them have their own row. Like, this is crazy. I love it. I also love that they do have cup holders. There's a cup holder. Each row has cup holders. So all the way forward. So that's nice because, you know, the kids like to bring their stuff. And I do notice as well that there are some hooks. So they could like hang their bags and stuff on the hooks. So that's kind of cool. I like that. I'm still trying to think of organization. I've seen a few things. Like I said, back in the day when they were babies, this would have been awesome. Stroller. I would have had like the organizer drawers to be able to put diapers and wipes and all that kind of stuff in. But now that they're older, I obviously don't need all that. But now I could pack a cooler. I could leave a cooler in here, you know, back here, and put ice in it whenever I need it. And like when we get snacks, we could just do that, you know, like I could literally leave a cooler in here at all times, especially for when we go grocery shopping and everything. But I'm still trying to think of organizational stuff, just so that way it's a little bit more organized. It doesn't get too crazy in here. There's also a lot of storage under the seats. See, it's almost like an airplane, like a lot of storage. So if you really wanted to, you could get those, you go to the Dollar Tree and they have bins for like $3 and it could slide right underneath these seats and everybody could have their own basket to put their stuff into under each seat if they wanted to. So that's a possibility. My older kids, they really don't need all that stuff. Charlotte, maybe. I might do that for Charlotte actually. Delilah, I don't think, maybe Delilah too. But the other two, they don't need baskets. They don't carry that much stuff. The younger two, though, they have to carry like the whole world with them, right? That's how little kids are, I guess. But yeah, that's a really good idea. I might actually do that. I think I might have some bins inside that I could test that out with, and they could each have like a bin under the seat to store their little doodads. Obviously, because I just bought it, there's really not too much to wipe off. Just the dashboard was a little dirty, and you know, just little things here and there. And I did just bring it into the tent shop. So, but they did a really good job. They didn't. It's not like I can't even tell anybody was in here. They kept it very clean, very professional. It looks really good. I'm so happy with the tent. I'm so happy I'm so thankful Jeff was able to get the windows tinted right away too. That's really nice. And I was a little worried about the front window because the whole thing has tint on the front window. Hold on, give me a minute and we'll walk back up front. Good thing I lost all this weight. I don't know if I'd be able to fit through the seats. It's pretty easy though to maneuver. That's nice. All right, we're back up front. But yeah, the whole windshield has a ceramic tint on it. It's really nice. I can tell the difference. Obviously, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference with the shade. It's not so much tinted. It's more like UV. It's slightly tinted. It has a slight tint. When I go to the outside, you'll see. But it does have a slight tint to it, but it's mainly for like UV rays, which is really gonna help out with the dashboard cracking and all that in the future. My old car, the dashboard was so bad. Jeff actually had the dashboard replaced for me. The roof liner on the inside was all messed up. He fixed that for me, but that engine just seen better days. I know I was a little sad to see my old car go. I really loved my old car, and I loved the fact that I didn't have a car payment, but it was starting to add up with all the repairs that engine was needing. And like Jeff said, that transmission was going to go at any time, and I'd rather just put it into something I know for sure I want to keep in the long run. Let's take a look on the outside. I'll show you guys the outside. Here's that front window. See how it looks? You can kind of see in there, but you can tell that it still has window tint on it, and obviously you can't see through the side ones too much anymore. You can't see us all piled in there. I mean, when the sun hits it a certain way, obviously you can see the shadows that are inside of it, but yeah, perfect, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You gonna let me drive?
I guess I'll let you drive.
Okay. I think it's only because it's almost on empty.
Oh, it is? Oh my gosh, you should help me feel it up for the first time.
Wow.
Yeah, thanks for helping me, right,
That's
Charlotte?
weird how that worked out.
I know. All right, you guys sit down. Gotta buckle up, stinky butt. Gotta buckle
Anyways,
up.
I only drove it like maybe 2 miles when we did the test drive, and that's it. We drove it home, or you drove it home.
Yeah.
Then you drove it to the tint shop, and we stayed there for a whole day. We got the tint done. I'm very happy with that. It's actually nice and cool in here.
Yeah.
It's a little cool today. It's 70 degrees outside, but it feels nice in here. Mm-hmm. It's been sitting in the sun for hours. Next thing on the agenda is this, whatever they got going here. It has a CD player. It has this ridiculously tiny screen. And it does have a backup camera, but that thing is like 3 feet.
Because look how far away he has, it's tiny. But I mean, it's all right. The other ones come with really big ones.
Oh, you can like zoom in.
Oh.
Look at that. So if you're hooking up a trailer, it zooms in on the trailer.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
That's cool.
Well, that is cool.
Yeah.
What does this do? Nothing?
I don't know. I don't know what those do.
I found a radio. I showed it to you on Amazon. It's a nice big 9-inch screen. It's got Android built in.
Yeah.
And it does Apple CarPlay wireless. I'm a little skeptical because of how cheap it was.
Right.
But we're going to get it. It has a 30-day return policy. We're going to install it. I'll show everybody how it gets installed. That'll be in a future video. And we're going to test it out and see.
Well, you guys remember how we went to Sam's Club the other day and we were shocked at how cheap televisions are? That's what I'm assuming. That's what I'm assuming with this, why it's so cheap. It's just things are cheaper now, because technology,
Yeah, I don't know. The specs on it look really good.
Yeah.
Because they make them with different amounts of RAM and ROM. Like it's a 6 gig RAM unit. So it should be pretty quick. It should work well on paper. We'll see how it is real world.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are telling me don't do it. But a friend of mine bought one for his Silverado like 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. Cheap one off of Amazon, just like what we're going to get. And he's been happy with it. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Yep.
Anyways, let's go for my first test drive.
Yeah.
The gas station.
To the gas station. We'll show everybody pumping the gas in this thing. Oh, Charlotte, switch seats. You buckle it in? Yeah. All right. We're good to go.
You know what? It's not bad though.
Yeah.
Like the camera, I joke that it's like tiny, but it's not hard to see.
Except
The
if the
mirrors
sun,
are fantastic.
when the sun was shining right directly on it, it was a little difficult to see.
This mirror is pointless. I can't see anything besides seats.
I can't even see Charlotte back there.
I almost made a mistake because if
You gotta
get out and
have-
shut
yeah.
the door,
You can't get to it. You gotta have it open. There we go. And then you can shut it if you want to.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
or you could leave it.
Or leave it open. I don't know.
Why you would want to leave it open?
But yeah, first fill up.
It's so low.
Oh, it's perfect. A perfect height for me. See, it was meant to be.
Yeah, so that has the same type filler like my truck. It's just a little flap. There's no cap. But if you're gonna use a gas can, if you're gonna put any additive in there, you need to use a funnel.
Oh, I can hardly see her in there.
Because I did that. I tried to put additive in my truck and I ended up spilling it all over because there's a secondary flap down in there that the tip of the nozzle opens up.
Not bad. Gas is $2.94 right now. That's not bad. My old car,
31 gallons.
and it cost me almost $100 to fill every single time I filled it. Hopefully
Yeah.
they can see me. Yeah, it was almost $100 every single time I'd fill it. So let's see what this is.
I mean, it's gonna be similar. This is a 25 gallon tank, but it's not gonna burn through it as quickly. I want to keep track of it.
Yeah.
I use the Fuelie app to track my gas mileage.
That's something I'm really hoping this is actually going to get better gas mileage than
Yeah, this gigantic
It's
thing
yeah.
holds 15 people.
better gas mileage. Oh, okay.
All right, 21 points.
All right, $62 gas. We'll let you guys know how she does on the mileage. Jeff really likes to make sure he keeps track of that. So we'll let you know how it does. Yeah. Jeff just informed me, make sure you open the door back up and then you can close the gas door.
Yeah.
We'll get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he keeps track of our fuel with the app here, this app.
Fuelie.
Fuelie.
I've been
Okay.
using this for years. It used to be called Gas Cubby way back, like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And they switched it over to Fuelie. But I actually don't have this vehicle in here, so we can go ahead and add it.
You're gonna add it? Okay. Yeah, like what kind of gas mileage did my old car get?
The Suburban got the last gas mileage that we got out of it was 12.6. Our average was 11.8. The best we ever got out of that was 15.
Right. And I don't even know what I was doing. That might have been a mess up with the 15. I don't even know how that.
We probably ran to the airport and back and filled it up. All highway. First one on the Transit. We got fuel up.
Yep.
Put in our odometer. It's 59,860.
You all the way back there? Oh my goodness. That's the only thing, you got to put all this information every time to keep track of it and all that, which I just give it to him and he does it. I let him do it. I don't try to mess with it.
49. It's really simple though.
It is, yeah.
21, 313, and that's it. You save it. See, it's 62.85. So I just put in the cost, the number of gallons. It automatically figures out.
Yeah.
And you fill in your odometer. We have no last odometer reading since it is a new vehicle for us, so we're going to save that. And next time we fill up, we'll be able to see how many miles per gallon we got now. I think this does have a readout on here.
Yeah, there are some readouts on there.
Average 9.2, so I'm going to reset that.
Yeah, and see if it's
see what
about
we
this.
get, 'cause
Yeah.
I doubt that it's 9.2. That was probably just, from it sitting,
Yeah.
people just barely driving around the block.
I want to know
doing test drives.
how much it is with that compared to your app there. That
Yes,
how
because
similar.
Now you gotta get used to that.
I know.
I keep putting it all the way down into manual.
I do too.
But yeah, my truck was about a mile per gallon off from what it said in the dash as to what I manually calculated out with Fuelie. It's not always right what it says on the dash.
Right.
If your vehicle says it, it's It may not be right. It's worth hand calculating it to find out exactly how many miles you went with 1 gallon.
Right. Another thing where the gas fueler is, I really love where it's at because it's right next to the door. I know exactly where to go. And my Suburban, I would like, I was so far back, I would always be like
20 feet back there.
And then I'd have to get back in my car, move it more forward because it wouldn't reach because I didn't do it. So it's, you know, that's nice too. All right, we decided to take her out on the highway. It's our first time out on the highway. Hopefully it does okay. We already bought it.
That goes back to what I was saying about these small dealers. They always get a bad rap.
Yeah.
They actually did give us a warranty. It's not very long. It's like a month or two. It's 3,000 miles. But it's something. Normally you don't even get a warranty with a used car.
We're going to take it on a little test drive from one exit to the next on our town here. And then the big adventure we're going to go on is Friday. We're going to Busch Gardens. So that'll be a nice big adventure for us. Take it out on its first family trip. But we're just testing it now just to make sure it's okay. So how's it doing so far?
Good.
Smooth?
And there is actually a digital readout for when you set the cruise control. See, I have it set exactly at 70.
Yeah.
You can see it in the middle there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like that. No speed wobbles.
No speed, that's
Didn't
good.
feel unsafe.
Didn't feel unsafe.
Although, the other day when it was so windy, I don't know.
Yeah. It was pretty windy.
Although it is the low roof, so it's not like it's the big high top one. They make these in 3 different heights of roof. This is the low roof, and then they have a medium and a high.
So there was a medium there, a medium roof one, and it was beautiful on the inside. It had leather and everything, but I don't know, guys. Like, I want it to look somewhat normal, so the low top I think is good for me. I think anything, you know, medium and the high, just it's kind of an odd look, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of reaching the RV type look. I wanted it to at least look a little bit like a normal car. I don't know.
Well, what do you guys think about the van?
Yeah, well, I love it.
I like it too.
I'm so happy with it.
I know I kind of was like, it's nerdy, but I do like it.
I'm glad you like
She
it.
needs a little bit more fixing up, and like I said, we're going to do a video about the radio when that comes in. I think it's coming in tomorrow, but I probably won't get to that till the weekend since we're going to Busch Gardens on Friday, so probably have a video about that coming up.
Yep.
So, again, thanks everybody for coming along. We just hit 1,400 subs today, so thanks for that. If you guys are enjoying this, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.